G.I.A. Automotive, welcome back to the channel. 2009 Chevy Silverado 1500. So we started off with this with this truck here, with random misfires, no gas gauge working, and the EVAP code. So the first thing I suggested was, let's change out the spark plugs and the wires, and the misfire went away. Also suggested to put a new gas cap, because the old gas cap, you took it off and you flip it over and you look at the gasket, you see cracks on it. It's time to replace it. You see that black O-ring on there, that big O-ring? Well, on the original gas cap, the O-ring had cracks on it, so I said let's change that out and see if that EVAP code goes away. So now, after replacing the fuel pump, which was under warranty about 5 years ago, 6 years back, the EVAP was still showing up. So after doing the fuel pump 7 years back, 6 years back, the fuel pump gauge stopped working, and that is all one whole unit, with the floater, the sending unit, the fuel pump all together. It's a full assembly. For some strange reason, the fuel pump swelled up and expanded, and it was hard to get the old one out of the hole from the top of the gas tank. So I had to kind of break it off in half and wedge in some picks and on each corner to kind of draw it upwards, and I got the fuel pump out. I didn't do a video on that because it was a busy day. It was a long day and I didn't feel like doing it, but I'm telling you now what happened to it. And after I changed out the new fuel pump, I installed the new fuel pump, we got a gas gauge working again, and the misfire's gone, like I said. And now the only code that comes up is the EVAP code, and this is where the scanner comes in. This is a bi-directional scanner. Bi-directional means that you can command it to operate certain functions on certain cars. You can make the windows go down through the scanner, or you can get the gas gauge to work with the scanner, which I checked out, made sure that the gas gauge was not an issue through the dashboard, and it was the actual issue through the gas tank, through the fuel pump, which is a big it's a big job. You got to bring down the whole tank, and if it was full, which it was another big headache. So the fuel pump was the issue for the gas gauge not working on the dashboard, but it's really nice to have something like this to verify before you go ahead and do the job, especially if it's a big job. So then, after fixing the fuel gauge and driving the truck again, and we still got an EVAP code. After doing the gas cap, you still got an EVAP code. Then you go after the purge valve solenoid, or the EVAP solenoid here. So if we look at this EVAP solenoid, see how it's damaged there? It looks like it was fried, and at one point it just completely expanded or overheated and exploded, or whatever it looks like. But it's a bulging now versus the new one here. So the video today is about removing these hoses here. these hard fixed in place plastic hoses, you're gonna need a heat gun like this, or like whatever you have, and hold it as far away from the tank as you can. I undid the plug from the purge canister to bring this down away farther out from the fuel tank, and then I heated this one up, was able to break it free because I'm gonna reuse that hose again. And for this one over here, it was not twisting at first. It was not twisting at first, and then after I put a little heat on it, deténla ahí, deténla con las dos manos, deténla ahí, aquí más cerca. After putting heat on it, deténla, we're able to spin it. So it's spinning. Okay, that's what it's spinning, and it's coming free. So when you want to take these hoses off, make sure you put some heat on them so you can reuse them again, if that's the plan, so you don't spend more money on parts that you can actually reuse again. So there you have it. I hope this information is useful to somebody out there, and I'll probably do a second video on this job after I replace everything. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you on the next one.